Is this working? Oh my god, this is so cool. Alright, basically, a lot of you guys were like, hey Tiki Man, how did you make this? And I was like, I don't know, I just did some random shit, and then you guys are all like, oh, tell us. And then I was like, oh wait, can you like make videos? And then you guys were like, yeah. So here we are. It's a video, and you can see this while I screw around with it. How is that for like really cool? I would have done full screen, but the problem with full screen is like once you convert it to like shockwave flash, whatever the hell, you'd like it makes it really like scrunched and nasty looking. So yeah, I'm just gonna work backwards here. Get rid of all this random shit. Just show you like essentially. Okay, wait, we got layer one, which was just like Terrigen junk, which looked really shitty. So I was just like, fun time begins now. What I guess I didn't tell you is I made two versions of the Terrigen thing. I rendered it once with the settings really low because I liked what the sky looked like, and then I rendered it again, like that was the original, and then I rendered it again, but I did it like in two separate parts, kinda. I'm gonna set this back to normal. It was on darken. See, that's what it. I had that, and then I just sort of like cut out the sky, which is all realistic looking, just so I could set this to hard light. My bad. Set it to hard light, and it would just like kind of give the pixeliness like a little bit more texture. And then I also took a second, the realistic version of the sky, kind of brought it down a little. Just had it on normal, I think, and then just sort of erased it to kind of look like the mountains are sort of in the clouds, just kind of like up there in the clouds. Then I just had, basically all the photos you're going to see from here forward are just stock photos off of SXC, because SXC is the most brilliantly designed, free, royalty-free stock photo website in the world, and I'm knocking my keys over. So yeah, so basically here we have just picture with grass, on normal. No special blending options here. I'm gonna turn it on and off so you can see what it looked like. And basically just, I erased. Got the eraser tool. That's the blur tool, not the eraser tool. Eraser tool. I used a big eraser so that the edges would all be really like kind of really soft. I just kind of worked it around and kind of made it fit to the texture. Not the texture, but the contour of the land. Let's see. I then sort of had here. I'll put this back on normal so you can get a better idea of what it looked like. This was on dark. Yeah, it doesn't look any different. This was just sort of a stock photo of just sort of planes, I guess you'd call them. And I just sort of put it over on the side, make that a little more real looking. Because before, it's just kind of like dumb. But then you add this on, and then it looks like, wait, this is like not dumb, I guess. Then we have another picture of fields. Just sort of, I wanted to even out like sort of the line, at the bottom of the mountain, because it just looked really craggly and graggly. And so basically I added that in. This is also on normal, nothing special. Shit, and everything's freezing. Okay, yeah, Photoshop CS3 is a slow piece of. Okay, then I just added a house. Don't ask me why. I just added a house. Just thought a house would be necessary because it's a house and it's a cute little house. Hey, look at that. It's on normal. I just basically made it tiny and then erased everything around it. Let's get back out. Hope this doesn't ruin everything because I have it all perfectly. There we go. Then I got another picture of grass and basically stuck it just like right there flat and said, ooh, I didn't notice that. There's like a smudge up here. I'm gonna get rid of that actually. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. So there's like more different grass, but basically it makes it like the grass overall look less, like the original photo. So this was one, big picture, as you could probably see, but I erased over here, around here, and then like kind of on the edge, but cleaned up this little gap that was here. I want an invisible layer now. So that's just sort of making everything look, nice again. Oh, that's the shadow, because I put this random girl in. Don't ask me why. I was just like screwing around in the stock photos, and I just like came across this when I was searching like for people in the grass, and because I wanted to put a person in the grass, and she was just one of like the only results. So there she is. I have no idea who she is. It doesn't really matter. I just basically cut her out of the photo. There's just like a smudge on the side of that. See, now that I'm like looking at this close, you can follow me. Now I can't even see it. Oh, I see it. The eraser is far, far too big. That's still too big. That's just right. Where is it? Yeah, I see it. Hell out of there. Okay, back to work. Let's see, we got, okay, we got her, and then I put a shadow underneath her, basically just a copy of her layer rotated, you know, lowered opacity. It's like, not really a big deal. Actually, with a black color overlay. Okay, now to some more fun. This is where I actually started taking stock photos of actual mountains and sticking them over the mountains to give the mountains texture. This is kind of a shocking one. This is on overlay. It's a picture of sort of like a mountain range in a sort of a lake or something on overlay. I'll show it to you on normal so you can see the difference. I'll even move it for you a little. See, this was like a photo of mountains. And I basically just fit it, as you can see, just sort of to the contour of my mountains, and then erased all around the edges. This is also a tiny eraser, but whatever, you get the idea. I'll use this eraser. Flower eraser, yay! Flowers! Okay, you erase around the edges, you know, sort of in here, and then put it back on, shit, now what have I done? Okay, yep, back on overlay. The next layer is the same thing, except for it's on hard light, because I wanted to make the top of the mountains, you know, be a little more just kind of bright, I guess. I'm just giving you an idea of what the picture looked like. Next layer again was the same thing. I just basically layered pictures of mountains, and I did change the opacity too. Opacity, 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 poopy. I don't know, something like that. Should not go back. There we go. Okay. So at that point, I was like, all right, you know, like I'm more or less satisfied with the textures. So what you're seeing here is I applied the image to a new layer and actually used the filter render lighting effects, something like this, I think it was. That's really bright. Actually, no, the thing was, it was really bright. So after doing it, I set the whole thing to lighten and then just lower the opacity so it didn't look that crazy, I guess, and bright. And then at that point, I mean, you get a brightness contrast layer, something like this. You get a gradient map because it was kind of bright, you know, darkened it to multiply. Color balance layer, which really evened it out, I guess. Then a photo filter, because I just wanted like a lot of blue in the sky, and I wanted that to kind of look like it was reflecting on the ground. And then what I did is I sharpened, basically, see, this is with the sharpen, without the sharpen. God damn it, now that smudge is there. Oh, whatever. Now I'm pissed. I'm not going to fix it, though. So basically I sharpened the sky, and I sharpened the tops and sort of mid-sections of the mountain, because that was sort of, at least in my eyes, all that needed to be sharp. A little bit of the house too, but I left all the grass sort of blurry the way it was, gave it almost like a dreamlike feel, kind of. I don't know. This is weird talking to myself. So yeah, that's about it. You know, I don't know, like, I got random shit. Guess I could, I don't know. I guess I'll make something new at some point and then like film it, because that'd be kind of funny. I like how I can talk though. That's kind of cool. But I told you, this program is definitely cool because it's free and it works really well, and it's free. Yeah. So there you go. Any more questions, just, you know, hit me up. Now I'm gonna actually see if I can manage to upload this. And now I can't figure out how to stop recording. Awesome. Ah! Found you.